The following program was made possible through a grant from the Helen Bader Foundation.
The history of graffiti is like not known to most people. They don't know why it started, why people do it. Could you explain some of that to us?
Sure. I mean, you can really date back graffiti to hieroglyphics, to ancient Egyptian times, and where you really think about graffiti as a writing on a wall that represents something, whether it's a symbol or a word. It's there to say something publicly. And really the history of what we consider graffiti art in hip-hop graffiti dates back, 30, 40 years plus. And it's really about young people who kind of feel like in their communities they're not seen and not heard. And so they write on the walls. They put up messages. They, go all city so that they get the fame that they're looking for. There's a lot of rich history behind the culture and foundation of hip-hop and graffiti as an art form as well.
From my point of view, I like it. It's a work of art. Some people think it's just vandalism and a crime. Like, there's been graffiti all over the city. People think it should be removed and stuff. How do you feel when people say it's just vandalism and it should be removed immediately?
Well, if it's on somebody's property without permission, it should be removed. There's a big difference between legal graffiti and graffiti art and vandalism or illegal graffiti. It's really a basis of permission. If you have permission to paint on somebody's wall, whether it's done with spray paint, markers, roller paint, acrylics, stencils, a sign, then it's legal, and it's whatever view that you have of it, as if it's art or a signage or a mural. If you're going around painting or marking on people's property without their permission, then it is a form of vandalism, and that's where you look into the legal issues and consequences of illegal graffiti.
Okay, like TrueSkool, I've just found out about it recently. To those that don't know what TrueSkool is about and what they do, could you explain a little bit of some of that to us?
Sure. TrueSkool is really about using what is relevant to young people today. Myself and my partner Elliot started TrueSkool back in 2004 because we saw that it was the thing that drew most young people into the programs and really got them engaged using something that they enjoyed doing. Myself and Elliot both grew up with hip-hop culture in the 80s, and for us it was a form of creating community. It was a form of conflict resolution. It was about uniting cultures and having fun and having peaceful fun at the same time. And so we really saw hip-hop as being this great tool to use to engage youth in other issues, getting them involved socially and understanding what's going on in the community by throwing events such as our Adopt a Community program or breakdance battles or graffiti art battles where they're able to use their talents and battle each other in a safe and legal and fun environment without battling each other through violence, through gangs, trying to make money on the streets and hustling. We're trying to show them that there are opportunities to use what they enjoy doing. What we see as this multi-billion-dollar industry of hip-hop, we see it used in every form of media to promote things, yet when kids do it or do graffiti, they're called vandals or criminals. And so TrueSkool, it's really important for us to educate the public and educate people that there is a big difference between calling somebody a criminal and really understanding where they're coming from and understanding what's going on in their lives and why they're doing the things that they're doing. And so we use hip-hop as the tool to engage them socially. We use hip-hop as a tool to provide them with safe and legal opportunities to express themselves, whether it's using spray paint or markers or regular paint, or it's using their voice through our spoken word and MC classes or through the DJ classes, or it's using their body through our breakdancing classes. It's important for us to provide opportunities for young people to learn about culture, to learn about history, and to get involved and engaged in their communities.
Okay, thank you. Like, I see we have some of these in the background. Like, do you sell these to like whoever wants to buy them? Like, is that an option?
We do. We do a lot of gallery shows. All of the classes that we do create some form of art on canvas, murals, different backgrounds and mediums, and so we always throw an annual gallery night. It's usually at the end of the year. They have an opportunity to sell the artwork that they've created at TrueSkool. It's a good opportunity to also show them the entrepreneurial parts of hip-hop and these forms of art, music, and dance, that if they're interested in creating careers, they can do that because it is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And again, you see this style of artwork used in fashion and advertising. We get a lot of requests to help with promotions. We actually did some murals for US Cellular. We did motorcycles for Buell, custom designed some bikes there. We also did do some promotions for Getting Up. They asked us to help them with both online and poster distribution to our students and things like that. So we get a lot of interesting requests to help with promotions and advertising. We actually had a graphic designer in that did a workshop with our students who mentioned that graffiti art is kind of the biggest thing that people look at when hiring graphic artists right now, because it's the most popular in use in advertising. And so there is this huge industry that's out there that is looking for people with these skills that can really translate into well-paid careers. So we do try to work with a lot of businesses and working with them doing advertising and promotions and flyers. We do a lot of murals for businesses and things like that. Well, every year we do an annual block party, and that is either a 1 or 2 day event. We started that in 2004 over on the south side of Milwaukee with the Latino Community Center. And we usually do a breakdance battle, and then we do an outdoor block party. And the block party consists of young people performing what they've learned through TrueSkool, also doing graffiti art battles, so it's an opportunity for them to use their skills. We get a lot of great sponsors that are able to provide, monetary prizes. We get a lot of really cool items to give away, things that young people are really interested in. And so we do the annual block party, and then the art that's created both there and in our classes are shown in our annual gallery shows. We do a lot of events. We were at the art museum. We provided live breakdancing and graffiti art display and actually brought in their largest attendance to date through their After Dark series. We do a lot of festivals throughout the summer where we have our young people perform. A lot of breakdancing performances, MC performances, and live art demonstrations. So we both hold our own events, but we also show up at other events and do stuff there as well.
Oh, okay. Like when looking at these, I see like there are lots of different techniques. Like, how do you get some of your lines to look the way that they do, like these different blending effects and like different lines to be as sharp as they are?
Sure. Well, a lot of people think that graffiti is just picking up a spray can and writing all over something, but there's really a technique and a skill that comes into play. And so when we use a specific type of spray paint. We usually use what's called Montana. There's 2 different versions. One is through Spain and one is through Germany, and they're specifically mixed for this type of application. So when we do our community murals and our outdoor murals, it's a very vibrant, bright colors. They don't fade or chip away. They withstand weather very well. We've seen murals that have been up for 10 years plus that have never shown any signs of weathering because of the type of paint that's used. It's a very good quality paint. In conjunction with the paint, you also use what's called different styles of caps. And so you have fat caps and skinnies and all these different types of caps that you actually put on the cans and are interchangeable. So you get the fatter lines or these skinny lines. It's also technique, it's the artist knowing how to cut those lines real sharp. But most of it is the certain types of caps that you use.
Like how would one person have to get involved with TrueSkool and the things that they do and some of the things that they help out with?
Sure. Most of our kids are referred to us actually through the court system, through parents, through teachers that have gotten some type of graffiti-related offense. And so we work with those youth to redirect their talents into legal spaces and canvases and show them that there are a lot of opportunities out here that you can do positive things with spray paint and graffiti art. We are an open organization. We're not a member organization, so if people are interested, they can contact us. And if we are, depending on what funding we have to offer what type of classes, as a nonprofit, the funding game is always fun to play, but you have to really just contact us to see what we're offering right now. Our website is a great tool to use as well to see what classes are being offered. We do a lot of different Canvas projects throughout the year that are based on applications that kids can get involved in and also earn stipends when they complete the projects. So we're not a drop-in center. We don't have the space for that, but all of our classes are structured after school and summer programs, so kids really just can contact us and get involved, let us know what they're interested in, and we'll try to find something for them.
Are there like any age limits to your programs?
We focus on the 14 to 19-year-olds, the teenagers, high school age, but we are a little flexible with that depending on if it's a younger kid who may be caught up in graffiti and had a ticket and they need community service. We do a lot of work with kids that need community service. We go out and do a lot of graffiti removal, and so we are flexible with that as well.
This is Alan Ricks with Sarah Patterson at the TrueSkool on 48th and Fond du Lac in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
This program was made possible through a grant from the Helen Bader Foundation.